What's up guys, Bird here, bringing you the Noob's Guide to Legendary for the 8th mission of the Halo Reach campaign, The Package.
Noble 1, this is Noble Actual. Noble 1, go ahead. We need that base taken out, son. What's your status? Still outside. Thermal on the interior shows standing room only. We're gonna have to thin them out or we'll be way too popular. Copy that, Noble 1. Holland out. We've got a job to do, so let's stay focused and get it done. 6, are you in position?
Affirmative.
Good. Execute.
Covenant owned this sector now, but they're defending for a major strike, not a small group infiltration. Eliminate all hostile ground-to-air defenses so the rest of Noble can land at Sword Base for the torch and burn. Keep a low profile. We take them by surprise, this will be a hell of a lot easier. Smart, we'll follow you.
Alright, so unfortunately Carter was talking, so I couldn't talk over him, but basically you want to head in here into this building and take out the Jackal Sniper and the 2 Shade Turrets. Now I managed to get one of the ghosts when I first dropped down. That will not always happen. If you can't get the ghost, just ignore it. Move over on this left side as soon as all the Shade Turrets and the Jackal Sniper are down, and then very carefully and very methodically pick off all the rest of the grunts from right about here. The biggest threat, of course, is the ghosts and also the grunts that carry fuel rod guns. Now, if you have a ghost or 2 giving you problems, the best way to take them out is by getting your hands on a plasma pistol. This can, of course, be easier said than done because the plasma pistols available to you are up where you can't get to them. If that happens, the best advice I would give to you is to try to pick off as many grunts as you can and try to wait until the ghosts lose interest in you and then run up and grab a plasma pistol. You can even move through the building to kind of hide from them if you need to.
Structure's clear, Lieutenant. Cal was right. It does seem like overkill. Sending us back here for a simple demo op. Want to tell you something? It tells me things ain't so simple.
Once the area is clear, grab yourself a plasma pistol, load up on DMR ammo, and then run over here and jump in the tank.
Looks like we got a Scorpion still operational, sir.
Now, unfortunately, the Scorpion section really just comes down to memorizing where all of the enemies are, because for some reason here, it's really hard to see all the enemies that you need to shoot. I don't know whether it's oversaturation, undersaturation, or what, but everything kind of just washes out to this ugly, grayish tan color, and you can hardly see anything. Anyhow, the 2 obvious targets are the raised platform and the Shade Turret, and then you've got another Shade Turret back there. Again, you can't see it until it starts firing at you, so you just have to know where it is. Mopping up the rest of the infantry should be trivial, but once you clean them up, I like to go over by the destroyed raised platform and shoot the 2 ghosts from there.
Weapon time! Ready to hit that anti-air whenever you are, Lieutenant. Going cold.
Get a move on, Noble 6. Our Falcons are standing by.
AA guns dead ahead, Lieutenant.
Time to go to work, Noble 6. Take out those guns.
The easiest way to handle these two AA guns is to just shoot them in the Scorpion. 7 shots each and they'll go down.
First target neutralized. Falcon, stand by.
Heads up! Area secure. That goes killing!
Nice job, 6. Falcons, commence descent. Meet you inside the base, Lieutenant.
Let's give them hell, Spartan. They sure gave it to Reach.
Now I had a few of them to deal with while I was working on the second AA gun, but after both AA guns are down, a lot of Banshees show up. And the only thing you have to remember with Banshees is to slightly lead your target.
Oh, please. Fire! They got the ghost! That's Ghost down!
Noble team, Falcon group has landed. Hostiles engaged. June is working on getting the gate open. Really missing cat about now.
Alright, this section coming up is probably what's going to give you the most trouble in this first half of the mission, because if you die at any point between here and when you get out of the tank, you're being sent all the way back here. Alright, so first you've got a couple of ghosts in the raised platform. That shouldn't be too much to deal with. But then you've got what I am not a fan of in this mission, and that is shade turrets off in the distance that you can't see. And 2 of them are fuel rod shade turrets. So, position yourself between these 2 rocks and just barely stick your head out enough to be able to see the shade turrets so that you can quickly retreat if you need to, just in case, like, you miss and you don't kill the shade turret on your first shot. So I managed to get it in 1 shot. The next one is in the back. Fortunately, it's far enough away that it's really not going to be much of a threat. The third one is this other standard shade turret here. You can see, I know exactly where it is, but for some reason my shots are not landing. And last but not least, in fact, last and most importantly, this is what's going to get you killed most of the time, is the fuel rod shade turret up on the hill over there. What I like to do is back out, shoot it, and then retreat behind the wall. And the reason I back out is because the Scorpion is faster moving forwards than it is moving backwards. So if I need to retreat, it's faster to drive forwards than it is to try to drive backwards. But hey, now that the impossible to see shade turrets are down, the rest of this is pretty trivial. All you've got is a couple Revenants, which would normally be a threat, except you're in a fucking Scorpion. So just one-shot them all before they can shoot you.
Good. Gate's open, boss. 6, get over here. Cubbies all over the base.
Now at this point, I really hope you have a plasma pistol with you, because I told you to grab one before you got in the Scorpion. If you don't, you're gonna be kind of shit out of luck.
Tango, coming from the pad. And the garage. Double time at 6, come on.
Assuming you do have a plasma pistol with you, all you have to do is really combo the 2 elites here,
Just in time, 6. Kill them
You don't even have to use the EMP shot, and then just use the hill and the concrete barrier for cover. The concrete barrier will actually protect you from just about everything except for grenades as long as you duck down behind it, so it serves as a very effective piece of cover. Other than that, I really don't think I should have to go over how to headshot grunts and jackals with the DMR. You've gotten this far, you should know how to do that by now. Only thing to note is the 2 grunts on plasma turrets down there. A quick headshot will make short work of them. If you miss, then it's a little tougher.
I have to go through maintenance. Elevator's out.
Way this place been done, we're lucky anything still works.
This is actually a very, very simple encounter with just jackals, and to deal with it, I like to grab the hologram simply because there are snipers and a couple of marksmen on the upper walkways, and the hologram can draw their fire and let me know where they are without getting shot myself. That's pretty much the entire point of the hologram anyway. So I like to usually send it up the ramps out in front of me just to make sure the coast is clear. Also take note of the locations of the DMR cases in this section, and try to grab as much needle rifle ammo as you can as you go. You should be able to end up with full ammo for a needle rifle, and you're going to really appreciate that for the next room with the engineer, as well as in the final holdout section when you encounter brutes. There are no needle rifles in that entire section, so you'll really appreciate having brought one with you from here.
That's what's doing. Moving and shooting. Yes, clear.
Alright, full ammo for the DMR? Check. Full ammo for the needle rifle? Check. You can move to the next area. Now, like I briefly mentioned before, you'll really appreciate having the needle rifle for this part because of the engineer in the back.
Where are we going now, boss?
Dot.
Please proceed to the pre-arranged coordinates.
Cryptic.
You know as much as I do, Moving 4.
Engineer is top priority. 3 shots will take it out.
Coordinates nearby, Commander.
We're close. Up the ramp and to the right.
Now, that being said, the engineer is really the only enemy in this entire room that you really need the needle rifle for. So once that's dealt with, you can go swap out your needle rifle for a plasma pistol that you'll be able to find on the ground and use it against all of these stealth elites.
Spearhead. Heavy fire in my position. Ah!
Reposition.
On target.
And in the back, you will have an elite general with a concussion rifle, but you should already have the tools to deal with him. Plasma pistol DMR. Amazingly enough, June actually provided the killing headshot here right after I hit him with the EMP blast, so I actually didn't kill him with my DMR. Normally that will not happen. And then of course once he's down, go back for your needle rifle. I told you to carry that to the next section, and also grab a sprint armor ability. That's going to really be helpful when you want to hijack a Banshee.
This is it. In here.
Looks like they got themselves cornered.
Or we're committed to the position. I'm going with cornered. There's nothing here.
No load-bearing columns either. Sir, if we're supposed to blow this place, this ain't the spot to do it from.
Dot, check your vector.
Vector confirmed, Commander. We are precisely where Oni has directed. Apologies. Coordinates revised. Please confirm?
Revised?
By an AI of unknown origin, whose clearance is well above my own.
Well, it's pointing us a click and a half east and 2,000 feet underground.
I didn't bring my shovel, Commander.
Sir, I say we go AI free on this one. Obviously, these coordinates are junk, and the longer we go chasing them.
What is this, Dot?
Our revised route, Commander.
All right, we came this far. Your new AI friend tell you anything else, Dot? Dot.
She's been expecting you.
That's perfect.
Apologies for the unusual security measures, Commander, but the stakes demand it.
Dr. Halsey, casualty reports have you listed as...
Yes, well, as they say, news of my death has been greatly exaggerated. I only wish the same could be said of the rest of Noble Team.
We all do, ma'am.
It may please you to learn that the data module Noble 2 procured from Visegrad Station contained precisely what my scientist promised. A latchkey discovery. It has unlocked, at last, the secrets of this excavation.
Not sure I understand.
Your orders were a pretext to bring you to me, and have been overridden. You are here, Team Noble, to ensure the delivery of this vital data to a secure location.
Doctor, our orders are to destroy all sensitive material.
Others will handle the demolition.
I'll need to confirm this new directive with command.
Colonel Holland will be briefed. You belong to Oni now. Before you is an alien artifact neither human nor Covenant in origin, advanced beyond our comprehension, until now. Thanks to Noble 2, the decrypting of its data is nearly complete.
Whatever we're doing down here, we better do it quick.
Have your data ready, ma'am. We're coming to you.
The decrypting process is still underway.
I don't think you understand. We're out of time. If it isn't portable when we reach you, it's gonna get buried.
Bury any of it, and you bury mankind's best chance for survival. Commander, you've been wondering what your Spartans died for? They died for this. Please, buy me all the time you can.
Let's find Halsey's lab. Move.
Turrets already in defensive positions.
Only was expecting company.
They sure as hell got it. Doctor, we have hostiles inbound.
Spartans, you cannot allow the Covenant to break through the door to my lab.
Understood. Let's give the doctor the time she needs.
Noble team, there are 4 defense turrets to assist you in defending the lab. Get them online, and quick. When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge. You'll need to reactivate them when they come back online.
Noble 6, activate the turret to set up a perimeter.
Alright, on Legendary, the turrets are just about useless, and you can't get to them once the fight gets going. So I'm going to completely ignore them, and instead use the grenade launcher that I can find in the weapons case to hijack a Banshee. And that's why I grabbed Sprint earlier, is you want to be able to run over to the Banshee while it's down without it being able to get up and fly away.
Across the bridge!
This part of the mission basically plays out like a game of firefight with 5 waves. First wave is this one. It's basically nothing but grunts and jackals. Second wave, you get a wraith and a bunch of brutes.
I need more time. Whatever you have to do, do it.
The third wave consists mostly of elites and a couple skirmishers, but more importantly than that, you get 2 ghosts that come after you. Fourth wave are even more elites, more brutes, and a pair of hunters. And then the 5th wave, you get 2 wraiths that get dropped off, a bunch of elite generals, an engineer, and I think even 2 more ghosts. So, the general idea here is to take out the first 2 waves entirely in the Banshee. Again, I will link the Naked Eli Banshee tutorial for the Halo Reach Banshee in the description. If you don't know how to use the Banshee, go watch that tutorial, and then at the end of it, you'll know how to use the Banshee. That's all I'm really doing here. The only thing you really got to watch out for is plasma pistol EMPs and subsequent plasma grenades once they shoot you down, and ghosts. But for now, I don't really have any ghosts to worry about.
Watch out for the Wraith!
So, when Emil says, watch out for the Wraith, that is the start of Wave 2. It's also pretty obvious with the music change. 4 shots to the Wraith from the Banshee bomb will take it down, and then you can go back to the killing infantry. Alright, so I'm just about at the end of Wave 2 here, and I'm getting ready for Wave 3, and as I said, Wave 3 will include a lot of elites and 2 ghosts. Ghosts shoot you down when you're in a Banshee stupidly fast, so what I'm going to do is I am actually going to land the Banshee and just stash it over here for later.
Hold on, Spartans. I'm getting close.
You'll notice that I'm still holding onto my needle rifle for brutes, but I've also picked up a DMR, and for now I'm just going to temporarily run out here and swap out my needle rifle for a plasma pistol because I know that elites are on their way.
Another Phantom dropping troops to flank us.
Maybe we can grab a Banshee and bring the fight to them.
Okay, you're going to go ahead and ignore June there because this wave, again, has ghosts in it which shoot you down while you're in a Banshee really, really quickly. Just hide behind the sandbags and use your plasma pistol and DMR to take out all of the elites. Also, note the music change here, and as a side note, if you're trying to knock out these waves in just, a couple minutes each, you're doing it wrong. Most of the time on Legendary, each wave will take you the longer part of 5 to 10 minutes. So notice the 2 ghosts out there that I warned you about. A lot of times I just completely ignore them and save them until there are no enemies left. If you really, really want to take them out, your best bet is going to be the combination of the plasma pistol and rocket launcher. There is a rocket launcher with 4 shots in it right behind you. However, I cannot stress this enough, do not use the Spartan laser. Save the Spartan laser for the hunters. Note the music change again. This is Wave 4. Now, I just DMR'd that grunt out of the ghost. Normally I would recommend using the plasma piston rocket launcher to take them out, but I didn't do that this time. However, this is wave 4, and here come the hunters. This is what I saved the Spartan laser for. It's really tempting to use it against the ghosts. Don't do it. Save it for the hunters.
Your position.
There they are, that's what I was waiting for. I believe this is the first time I've ever used the Spartan laser against hunters in the walkthrough. I'll let you know right now, it is the single most effective weapon that you can carry to use against hunters. It only takes 2 shots each. Unfortunately, the Spartan laser in Reach can only fire a maximum of 4 shots anyway, so once the hunters are down, ditch the Spartan laser.
Under fire. Keep it up, team.
Oh my god, Hoki's using the Halo Reach assault rifle. Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures. Obviously I can't go out there in my Banshee because the Ghost is out there, and I'm basically pretty invulnerable behind these sandbags, so I'm not worried about the assault rifle not taking down their shields fast enough. Not to mention I have the rest of Noble Team to distract fire and to also provide extra firepower in order to take down their shields more quickly. And this is why I brought the needle rifle. Unfortunately, I have stupidly dropped it out there where I cannot get to it, but this was why I brought it. So now I've got to do this the hard way with the DMR. Do as I say, not as I do, because sometimes even I make mistakes, alright? Use the needle rifle against this wave of brutes and it'll be a hell of a lot easier than trying to headshot them with the DMR.
Package is almost ready. Just a little more.
So, Halsey saying that signals the end of Wave 4, and this is the part where you get back in your Banshee and go take out the Wraiths. This is why I stashed it over here for later. Well, now it's later.
All Covenant, get your defenses ready, 6.
Jump in your Banshee and fly as high as you possibly can, because there are going to be 2 more ghosts that get dropped off in this wave and you don't want them to shoot you down. Priority 1 are the ghosts, but because I can't see any, I'm just going to fire a couple shots at the Wraith. As you can see, I am reprioritizing very quickly. Okay, Ghost is down, now I can focus on the Wraiths. 4 shots each will take them down. You might notice how I'm having very little trouble with this wave, and that's mostly because I'm in a Banshee. If I did not have a Banshee for this part, this is hellishly difficult, with 2 Wraiths, an Elite General, a bunch of grunts with fuel rod guns, and an Engineer. Now, time to address the elephant in the room. It is entirely possible to lose your Banshee throughout the course of that firefight because it despawns, and if that happens, you just have to hunker down and hope for the best. You may have a few fuel rod shots coming your way, and while they are one-hit kill if they connect, you should be able to avoid them very easily with the Banshee's evade maneuvers.
Well done, Spartans. I'm opening the laboratory door.
That'll do it. Land and hit the button to end the mission.
Doors open, Noble 6. Get to the lab.
What is this stuff?
Knowledge. A birthright from an ancient civilization. This AI is its custodian, and she has chosen you as her couriers.
Chosen? By an AI?
By this AI, yes. Her measure of you carries as much weight as my own, perhaps more. You are to take her to the UNSC shipbreaking yard in Azad. There, you'll find a Halcyon-class cruiser waiting to get her off-planet.
I understand.
Do you? Mankind is outmatched. When Reach falls, and it will fall, our annihilation is all but certain. Unless we can glean from this artifact a defense against the Covenant. A game-changer. On the level of the conical bullet in the 19th century, or faster-than-light travel in the 23rd.
And what if we can't?
An apt question, if there were somewhere else to place our hope. There is not. Take it, Lieutenant. She has made her choice. Do you have it?
Yes.
Say the words, please.
I have it. Dr. Halsey, Noble 3 will escort you to Castle Base.
I require no escort, Commander.
June, make sure nothing falls into enemy hands.
I'll do what's necessary, sir. Good luck.
You too, Rifleman. I need a heading, Dot.
At 3 kilometers north, turn right, heading 050.
Which leads to?
The shipbreaking yards in Azod. The only off-planet extraction point left on this continent. Small-scale air attacks have decimated many convoys en route. An armada of Covenant cruisers is hastening to the site as well. UNSC cruiser Pillar of Autumn is awaiting your arrival.
Wouldn't be a noble mission if it were easy.